how are you? Spiritual Barbie here. Welcome back to my channel. So this is your reading for August 2020. Happy birthday, Leo. It's your reading. So this is your August 2020 forecast reading, tarot reading. I don't know. I kind of want to go back to doing monthlies again. I love doing monthlies. That made me feel good. Back to those of you guys who have been here since back when I used to do monthlies on the regular. Shout out to you guys, okay? Maybe not that many of you guys left, or maybe there are a lot of you guys left, okay? So let's have a look-see on the overall energy for Leo Collective for the month of August 2020, right? Eight of Swords reversed. That typically means coming out of limiting belief systems, right? Taking a look, limiting thought patterns comes up this month for you guys. Period, point blank, right? And I feel like rather than letting these limiting belief patterns stop you, how can you try your best to use these to look at these limiting belief systems and see how they stop you, and you know, look at scenarios and situations in which your limiting belief system doesn't apply to. You know what I mean? And when you do that, it will give you the strength that you need to keep moving forward. You need more supportive sorts of, wow, really great. You need more supportive sorts of avenues for drawing inspiration and motivation. You need to kind of be around people or situations, or surround yourself with things or people or information in a world or in a reality, or with as much influences that disprove limiting beliefs that you know you don't want anymore. For example, let's say you always want to be wealthy, and your whole family, no one has ever been wealthy, no one has ever had money, right? And you just feel deep down that no one has ever had money, so you're never going to have money, right? And so that kind of, even though you've tried, because you do want to have money, and you can admit that to yourself, even though you try, you notice that you buckle and you stop when things come your way that test you. You can get blown over. And when you know, then you take a look into yourself and you realize that you have certain beliefs that maybe somebody said something to you, and you know, it hurts your feelings because you kind of believe that about yourself, but it's not true. You know, or you kind of believe something about people or about money. It isn't true. And that's why I feel like negative thought patterns, right, or limiting thought patterns are coming to question. Use this energy to, well, I feel like, well, I can say this. I think I can say this. Use this energy to propel you forward rather than to stop you, like how it stopped you before. Okay? So Leo, take a look at every time something happens and it makes you feel like giving up, be like, hey, you know what is this? You know, why am I telling, what am I thinking about myself right now? When you feel like giving up, be like, what am I thinking right now about the situation that's making me want to give up on something that I want? You know, because look at the Chariot here, like, yo, you're gonna be victorious. And with the Queen of Cups showing up here, it could be around matters of love, and the Queen of Wands showing up right next to it. It could also be around matters of communication and of work and of career and of manifesting, or even health, vitality, excitement, passion, joy, vibrancy. You know, it's how to honor that passionate side of you, but then also honor that emotional side of you. Okay, wow, that's really nice. All right, so taking a look at limiting thought patterns that are suppressed, that are so deeply suppressed that we almost don't even question them, that we almost have to tear away at the ones that aren't so suppressed to find it, because it's like an onion core, you know? And you're getting down to the core of it, which is amazing. Ten of Swords is showing up here, denoting a conclusion of a cycle. So you're getting to the end, which means that you're coming close to things that you've really, really suppressed, and things that maybe you've internalized about yourself without even knowing it. Leo, what a month. August 2020, the Nine of Pentacles I also see some comfort returning. I mean, I feel like if you were always comfortable, why would the Nine of Pentacles show up? So maybe before you weren't feeling comfortable, maybe before you weren't making enough money to take care of yourself, or you couldn't take care of yourself. You know, whatever that was, now I see you in the month of August being far more independent, feeling extremely. Something could have happened that made you feel, that helped you to gain this sort of independence, right? And it's coming for you, girl or guy, and you're gonna feel good. Or some of you guys, this has already happened, and now you're kind of bringing in that energy. And because you're sitting in that energy, you're also attracting in, with the Ace of Wands, new beginnings that also align with this independent and, you know, secure energy. Super positive, Leo. Oh my God, I love this reading. I really, really do. Okay, so let me go ahead and get an oracle energy to open up the reading, and then we will move on to the love segment. So let's get an oracle card for you guys. All right, so we have Larimar for the overall energy for the month. That means sensitive emotions. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. So, Leo, your emotions are heightened, okay? You're a little emotional, which is how you can take a look at your limiting thought patterns. I mean, you wouldn't be able to know what you're thinking or feeling if your emotions were not heightened enough for you to take your attention away from what you were doing before to pay attention to how you're feeling. And so your emotions are going to be heightened. You need to understand that. Take extra care of yourself. Do not overwork yourself. Do not overpush yourself. I know Leo is heavy Queen of Wands energy, and you guys love to be doing all this stuff everywhere. I mean, I have a lot of Leos in my life. My aunts, the most busiest aunts I know, which I know that's horrible grammar, but bear with me. The most busiest aunts I know are Leos, and they do not sit down. Like, they just don't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how young they are, how much older they are now. They move just the same. It doesn't matter what is stopping them. They're never stopping. And I feel like that's Leo energy, but I really feel like if you know you need to just take a nap, go on and take that nap, okay? So let's have a look at, with the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms tarot deck, let's have a look at what energy or what message we have coming from here. So we have the Fire Prince, optimism and aggression. So we're coming between staying optimistic and not staying optimistic, right? That's what's the energy this month. Fighting between optimism and not being optimistic, right? And how to stay optimistic for your own goals and not to be too optimistic about things that you don't want, right? Because optimism and aggression can both go south, right? So how to balance that, or how to make sure that you're using these energies to propel you forward to get that victory with that Chariot energy, because that's what we want, baby. All right, so let's now move on into love. Who doesn't like love? I don't know. I do. Okay, so let's have a look, Leo, on what's going on in your love life, okay? You can be single, you can be coupled, it doesn't matter, okay? Because love is from within. So that's how I tend to read. Okay, all right, Leo. Love for August 2020. What is it? Eight of Swords again. You guys, you're really taking a look at limiting thought patterns around love. I mean, there's no other way to put it, that come from your childhood. You are, Leo. I mean, you're taking a look at, some of you guys may say all men are trash, something like that. You're going to take a look at why you say that, girl, okay? Because when you figure out why you really say all men are trash, because you know it's a joke when you say that, but when you know, that you kind of think that, you kind of really believe that, you know, and vice versa. Because some men say a lot of men say, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay in a high vibration. Okay, so, but just know that's not just one way, it's also the other way. Okay, so no hate. Okay, but we have here the Eight of Swords. So I really feel like some of you guys could be taking a look at how you feel trapped in love, or thought patterns that keep you trapped. Realizing I'm not stuck. I'm not glued here. I can walk around. I'm choosing this. Okay, I'm choosing to remain. I'm not choosing what's happening to me. I have, you know, what someone does, that's not my control, but I am choosing to react the way that I'm reacting, right? So what's the next energy we have? Oh my God, we have the Grandmaster Tower here, also coming up here in your love life. What's going on this month, Leo? Golly. What is this Eight of Swords energy? Let's just stop. I don't know why I do this all the time. I'm going to turn this over, right? I'm going to focus on this Eight of Swords energy. So what is this? This is learning. This is understanding. This is gaining more knowledge. This is acquiring more information so that you can expand your limiting perception, right? Also, this can also be truth being told to you as well. Okay? But I also feel like whatever the limitation is, it definitely formed from a very young age. Or it definitely comes from a very pure place. All right? Everything in this world is so pure because everything in this world was imagined by children. Children made this world. So it's got to be beautiful because children made it. All right? Every single one of us are still children. We're all still kids. So it has to do with your expectations and what you expect. All right? What do you expect? Some of you guys don't expect that much. Some of you guys, I don't think you can ever possibly expect too much, but I think sometimes you can expect less. You know? All right, now we're moving on to this tower. I mean, whoa, what is this tower energy? I think it's just like a realization. Some of you guys, it depends. Oh, some of you guys are realizing exactly what you want, or you're realizing, as in actualizing a dream or something that you want to happen in your love life. You're finally making it happen. Aw, Leo. Aw. Look at that. That's so cute. But it's definitely happening in quite a shocking way. Seven of Pentacles. They just wait on it, right? I think my guides just want to say wait and see. Don't even pull too much on it. Don't stress about it. Don't look that deeply into it. Just wait and see. Let it play out, okay? Because, you know, it's super sweet. I love that the Nine of Cups came out. I feel so much better about this. I mean, I never felt that bad. I just kind of felt like, you know, and I feel like that's how it's going to feel for you, but in such a good way, Leo. I mean, like, you know, the Nine of Cups with the Tower, that's really freaking positive, okay? All right, so that's what I'm seeing also in your love life is something happening, something delightful occurring, a delightful wish coming true, a delightful meeting with someone that you may have been wanting to meet up with or see, or something that you've been wanting to do when it comes to love. Something is happening, okay? Something is happening or something is coming to light, right? So what else do we have coming in love? Oh, Leo, we have the Lovers here. And then we have the Devil. Oh my God. Can you imagine the dichotomy of what's going on here? The Lovers and the Devil. You are really battling between your heart and your head. Letting your heart rule or letting your head rule. And honestly, if I know anything about my head, I wouldn't want it to rule shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because you will be knee deep in a psychotic break before you realize you're having a psychotic break, because your mind goes sour like while you're eating or drinking the milk. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally like you cannot see it happening, and you can go for decades without realizing that there has been a piece of sand in your eye the whole time, and you could have just picked it out of your eye. And so that's why the Devil tends to live in your head. Now the devil doesn't naturally reside in your head. The Devil lives on Saturn, right? But he comes to your head. I'm just kidding. But no, the Devil is fear, you know, so letting your fears rule, and your fears typically live in your head. I mean, your heart doesn't fear anything. Your heart can imagine anything. Your head, or your past thoughts, you know, this is like letting the future guide you, letting now be the guide, and this is letting the future or letting the past control you. That's what it is. And I feel like you guys are really dancing between the two and confronting the two. This is really interesting. You're really dancing within the two. I don't know which one's right and which one's wrong. And that's the craziest part of this whole reading, is I don't know which one's right and which one's wrong for you, Leo, because for some of you guys, you may really be happy, you know, trusting in your head or trusting in more like past experiences than to try something new, and that's fine. I genuinely have been taking a deeper perspective. Like, I've been doing so much spiritual work. When I'm not on YouTube, I'm doing so much spiritual work. It's not even funny. It's an all-day thing for me. And I've been really taking a look at tarot differently and reading the energies differently. And who's to say that the Lovers is better than the Devil? You know? Who's to say that? Because the Lovers situations, they still hurt too. They still cause chaos too. The Devil does too. I mean, the Devil, even though it does cause chaos, the Devil, brings order and structure. And at least you have a guarantee that your stuff is coming, or that something's gonna happen the way that you want it to happen. So much of a guarantee that a lot of things that are attached to Saturn or Devil energy, so many things that are attached to Devil or Saturn energy are, things that we rely upon, like the system. We rely upon the system, and that's Saturnian energy. So who's to say one's right and what's wrong? You sometimes even deciding to listen to the past and listen to your fear, that is listening to your heart. That is, because that's what you're choosing, or that is your choice, and that's what you're choosing. All right. So it's all about getting more confidence and being happy in the moment, making sure that you just want to be happy, Leo. I see that, right? You just want to be happy. You want to be victorious. You want to feel victorious. You want to feel good about yourself. You want to be validated. Yes, you should be. And then with the Princess of Pentacles, you just want something stable. You want something that has potential. You want something that is give and take. You want something that can grow and that will eventually be very solid. And if that's the case, right, then use the Lover's energy to gain the confidence that you need to be able to go after what you want. And if what you really want is, something that is stable, secure, safe for you, then choose it. Choose it, because that's what you want. You just need, the Lovers is only here to tell you that Lovers is only here to give you confidence, to trust in yourself. Because for all you know, the only thing that's icky and sticky about this Devil energy, possibly regarding something that is stable, or whatever this Page of Pentacles energy is, this can even be a relationship that you're currently in, or someone that you're currently with, that maybe you feel like, I don't know if this is healthy for me. Maybe the only thing that's unhealthy for you about it is thinking that it might not be healthy for you. And maybe that's what's causing it to feel unhealthy for you. That's so crazy. And it's just having that confidence enough to trust that you are going to make the right choice, or trust that everything's fine, that you can't make a wrong choice, and you don't need to even think about that stuff. It's not all about letting go of the past all the time, because the past did kind of make us. All right. And then with the Four of Wands here, also getting rid of belief systems that make you feel like you can't be happy with anything or anyone that you want to be happy with. This Tower energy, this is really a blessing. I really feel like it is, because the Nine of Cups just flew right out on top of the Tower, and it's just like, it feels really good, but it feels like it's so shocking that something like this could feel this good. That's what we're going to leave it at. So I'm going to go ahead and grab an Oracle card for y'all for the month of August 2020. It feels like you deserve it for your birthday. Honestly, Leo, you do deserve a reading like this. This is really positive. But I also see how it's kind of as intricate and dynamically woven as life, which is why I'm glad I read it like that. Because sometimes if you read too straight, then things happen and buckles happen and people are like, oh no, it's not going to happen for me. But no, I'm glad it kind of did this, because you can now see how life kind of does that, where you think it's one way and then it turns out to be completely another way, right? Underlying energy, Rhodochrosite, be gentle with yourself. You just need to hear that. But what's the energy we have for love, Leo? We have Emerald. Ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time of important life passages, such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. Some of you guys, August could be your anniversary month. For if you're in a relationship, or if you're married, August could be your anniversary. And the spirit team is going to help you to celebrate it however you want to celebrate it. Put it out there in the universe. And the universe will help you plan it, okay? Or help you orchestrate it, gather the necessary components, as Abraham Hicks loves to say, okay? So, but also for those of you guys who are single, right? this ceremony celebrations card, it's kind of talking about how you're preparing. Some of you guys are preparing to meet someone. You're preparing to bring in or allow in something that you ordered around regarding love that now wants to be brought into your house, but kind of need to set up your house in a way that you can even allow in that shipment. And that's what's kind of happening. But basically they're saying that, you know, the hard part's over, and you know, you can go ahead and celebrate right now. That's really amazing. Okay, and it's 20 minutes 22 seconds on my clock when I said that. And that is a sign from the universe. So let's go ahead and shift into career and finances. We know how much we love money and how to make it easy and how to make a lot of it. So let's have a look at that. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the Witch's Tarot deck. I forget who made, I think it's Ellen Dugan who made this. Ellen Dugan. The box is somewhere. I don't have the box on me currently. Okay, so let's have a look at career and your finances. What's going on for August 2020 around money and career? What's going on? The Sun and the Eight of Wands. Oh my God, something really positive is happening right now in regards to your career and your finances. Some sort of block is being opened, removed. Blockage is removed, bro. With the Sun and the Eight of Wands, blockage is removed. Some of you guys could just also be feeling a lot more optimistic about your career and about your finances this month. And just because you're feeling more optimistic about it, the universe is like, oh, Leo's ready for it. You know, if Leo's ready for it, I'm ready for it, right? Some of you guys could land a contract that you want really, really badly. You could land it. If you're really wanting a contract or you're really wanting a client or something like that, Leo, you could possibly really land that client. Like, you really could land that client. Like, that is a possibility. Okay, it's kind of like as much of a possibility as it is for me to, hold on. Chama? Chama? Where are you going? The bathroom. You going to the bathroom? Huh?
Going to my house.
Oh, you going out to do your brows? In the room? Or?
No, on your makeup. I'll be back.
Oh, give me a hug. Come here. Come give me a hug.
Why do you keep talking?
Cause I want a hug. That is the best. Just grab a new one downstairs.
Oh, I think that's one that I
Yeah, just grab a new one. You want to? Oh.
You just go out and do that. I don't want to tell them.
Okay. Have fun. Sorry, guys. It's my little sister. She's gonna go get her eyebrows done. Her eyebrows. All right, so this is super positive, Leo. Look at y'all. This is so positive, right? You can expect it, or it's possible, right? So what's the next energy we have here when it comes to career and finance? We have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like it's really just like, you're really juggling. You could feel like you have a lot of things going on. You could feel like you have to really learn how to balance, or you really have to know that you can balance your finances, your career, and your love life. Okay, some of you guys may feel like you can't do both, but you can, and that's that limiting belief. That is that limiting belief, okay, that you're going to be taking a look at. Along with Capricorn. Capricorn's also taking a look at limiting beliefs, so you guys are not alone, all right? So I'm going to pull more on the Sun energy, and then we're going to turn into this Two of Pentacles energy. The Sun and the Eight of Wands, very positive energies. I mean, this is breaking out of karmic energy or karmic ways of being that have blocked direction, have blocked flow, or have blocked your paths, right? So we have the Magician. Holy crap. Someone is manifesting something. Leo, some of you got, bro, Leo? Some very positive energy happening here in your career and in your financial area. Very, very positive. That's what we're going to put it as, because it can literally be anything. But it's very, very positive. Okay? And it can also just be a shift in the way of looking at your career and your finances that brings in a lot more income, a lot more than what you were making before, and more of what you want, okay? Because you no longer have those things blocking it. So we have the Two of Pentacles moving forward, all right? And this is feeling like, you won't be able to, juggle the two, career and love, or juggle two things 2 jobs, but it feels like career and love, 2 commitments, right? 4 of Wands. But you will be able to. 7 of Swords, right? You're masking. Okay. So some of you guys who are feeling this way, this may be illuminated to you, okay? And it's so that you can really gain that confidence and understand that you can. And it will really help with your wish fulfillment or feeling fulfilled, okay? Because I feel like some of you guys feel like with the 9 of Cups reverse, like something either won't go away that you want it to go, or it isn't, or yeah, something along those lines. And so this situation here is being unmasked to you, where maybe you're kind of being put in a position where you have to now juggle the 2. You have to now juggle and keep afloat, you know, your finances and your career and your love life. Okay. Okie dokie. So now we're gonna move on to the final part of the career. It feels like the most thing you're gonna be focused on is just feeling good about your career. That's the main thing that's going to be on your mind when it comes to your career and finances, is feeling good about it. And also something happening for some of you guys, something could be happening that's making you feel good about it. Justice reversed. I don't know why that's showing up here. Why is that showing up? Okay, so now let's have a look at finally what the final message is. The Emperor reverse. Okay, some of you Leos could be taking a look at how to create better infrastructure boundaries for yourself. If you run a company, you could be trying to figure out a way to protect your customers more, or protect your employees more. That's better. Or just to create a safer environment, an environment where people could work better. Some of you guys are taking a look at how you could cooperate better, or it's being brought up to you, it's being shown to you around you through things around you that more cooperation and more subordination needs to happen around you when it comes to your own things. So some of you guys can have someone around you who could overstep your boundaries, or could try to dictate your life a little bit, and it's just because you need to kind of create that boundary, or create that energy about you that tells this person that they can't. You know what I mean? Because you're very secure within yourself. All right? Or it will get to the point where you won't see this person as the Emperor reverse, because you have so much autonomy and order and structure and ruling within yourself that you would never let somebody tell you what to do with yourself anyways. Okay, but we're taking a look at that because we're overcoming that. Some of you guys could be overcoming a father figure, you know, maybe who wasn't so good all the time. But for majority of you guys, this is talking about taking back control of your finances, taking back control of your work situation, over your career, like, you know, not waiting around for a promotion, but going out and getting a promotion, or going out and getting a job, a new job that feels like you got MF promotion. You know what I mean? That's this kind of energy that we have coming in here for you guys in the month of August 2020. I want to see why I have the King of Swords reversed. So there's someone around you with a big mouth. You know, they probably talk a lot. They could probably eviscerate people, or could have eviscerated you as a child, Leo. You could have felt like this person eviscerated you a lot. Or you could have felt like this person, maybe you didn't know them as a child, they triggered a childhood wound that you were holding on to because they did eviscerate you. Someone's eviscerating someone. Let's not eviscerate people, right? But I really feel like this Emperor reverse energy is coming up, this over-domineering, or someone who isn't taking enough initiative within a situation. They're coming up because they're showing you how you need to put your foot down, how you need to create those boundaries, because you only attract those people to you because there's something that, it's like a puzzle piece, something that connects. And it's not because, oh, you know, you attract low-level people, which that's bullshit. Nobody's low-level. Who the fuck do you think you are? You're not better than anybody else, right? But sometimes we don't want to work with certain people. Sometimes we don't want to interact with certain people because that's just not what we want. We just want something else. It's not even that we don't want that. We just want something else, right? And so you shouldn't have to deal with that, right? So they can still be domineering, but not with you. So let's have a look at why all of this is happening. So my guys just said not to take these two cards. Okay, so let's have a look at why all of this is happening in regards to your career and your finances for the month of August 2020. Because the Nine of Pentacles, it's to secure you, to secure your bag, to, you know, increase your comfort levels. It's because you know that that's what you need to be a independent lady or gentleman, to be able to take care of yourself, right? And so this is coming in as help from the universe, right? Because the universe is seeing cracks, or your ancestor, even it can also be your father's higher self if your father's still alive, or your father if he's passed on in spirit, he's dictating this, or it can even be your grandfather, you know, whoever. It's a strong masculine presence that you've asked for certain things, and this presence is coming in because it's like, okay, you want this, but like this is a way that you can open it up the avenues so you can have more of this. And what you want is the Nine of Pentacles. What you want is independence, abundance, to be able to take care of yourself, to be able to live beautifully and lavishly and not stress and not worry and eat fruits at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you know, in a satin top with a $2,000 skirt, you know, pencil skirt from Neiman Marcus, and be comfortable. And that's what you asked for, Leo, and you deserve it, right? And I think you deserve it. Hello. It's your birthday too. But also, you know, you do deserve it, but there is some sort of order, structure. There are things that need to be done, right? The King of Swords represents things that need to be done, you know, and also the Emperor represents boundary, structure, order, you know, making sure that you're consistent, making sure that you're reliable, but it's in action and in thought, right? It's in action and in thought. And this energy is coming in to assist you. And so it could bring in a character that completely bulldozes you to show you how easy it was for you to be bulldozed. I mean, if I blow and something moves, then that wasn't even secure in the first place, right? All right, so that's what I have for you guys, Leo. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get an oracle card to close out the career reading, and then I'm gonna give my outro. Okay, so let's go ahead and get an oracle card. Lapis lazuli, underlying life-changing epiphany or experience. So we have Untitled answered prayers. What was I saying? I said this is happening because you asked, you prayed, you asked, you wanted. You know, you wanted to be good. You wanted to be what I said, what she said, right? You're gonna be living lavish, traveling, you know, not worried about stuff. Come on. And the universe is like, okay, answering your prayers. But it also seems like this character here, you can feel like, why is this happening? It's an answer to your prayer, believe me. Okay, so Leo, that's what I have for you. Once again, I am the spiritual Barbie. If you want to work with me personally, my information is in the description bar down below. I look forward to working with you. I do not work with everybody that reaches out to me. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Next month.